The following is a presentation of Girard Sports Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome out to Frank Jamison Field in Girard, Kansas for the beginning of the 2021 high school football season. Tonight, the Girard Trojans open up their season with an old foe, the St. Mary's Colgan Panthers. Two teams played a lot of tough games over the years, and tonight will be no different. They're starting out the season here. A little hot conditions. Josh Lettner alongside me, Dale Shireman, and Dale, warm conditions tonight for the Trojans and the Panthers, and we talked earlier in the pregame. Pretty hot out here. Hydration is going to be important for both these teams, but just great to have the high school football season off to a start.
It is. I have waited for how long to get football back on this field at Frank Jamison Field, and no better opponent to bring in than the Colgan Panthers. Grudge match throughout the years, rivalry game. The only one that matches that now is Frontenac, and that is a great night. We got some overcast clouds in the skies, and might be a little bit of shower, but I guarantee one thing, Josh, this field will not get muddy.
Yeah, great, beautiful field out here. They were working on it, the field turf, a little bit right before the players took the field. It's been manicured, and it's ready to go. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crawcan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crawcan has to offer at ckt.net. We'll be right back with the Girard National Bank and Trust pregame show. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about Secure Lock, mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
Member FDIC.
Go Trojans!
I used to need a nerd to help me with all my internet problems. The internet is not working.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
The internet? Why am I not getting my email? But now I have Crawcan high-speed internet, and my internet just works. With Crawcan fiber optic internet, I have all the speed I need and a connection that won't let me down. Larry, come on.
You don't need a nerd, you need Crawcan.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Welcome back out to Frank Jamison Field here in Girard, Kansas. Apologize for some of our audio issues. It's first game jitters for our equipment here. Girard Trojans getting set to take on the Colgan Panthers tonight here at Frank Jamison Field. And last year, quite the matchup between these two teams. Dale, first game last year as well to start the season out. Colgan with some big plays in the first half, including a punt return touchdown to give them the early lead. But in the second half, the Trojans really kind of turned things around, took control of the game, and able to come away with that season starting win last year.
They were. You want to talk about first game jitters last year. Colgan comes out and returns a punt. Then they'll block a punt. We fumble the ball on the 4-yard line. They take it in, and they go up at halftime. But the resilience the Trojans had last year is something that we hadn't seen out of this team. They came back being down, and came back with a vengeance, came back to win that game, and went on 5-5 for the rest of the season. Some of those games were a field goal away from winning. Some of them was just a fumble at the end of the game. The Trojans really need to buckle down, especially with the new offensive line.
Yeah, you got a lot of youth up front, not a lot of size this year. The Trojans' strength, really, unlike some years past, is the skill positions. They've got speed on the outside, got a quarterback with a good arm, but up front, protection is the question mark for the Trojans. And can the offensive line get a hand on the defender and give enough time for the skill players to make those game-changing plays?
You know, you hit it right on the head. You have the 4A or 3A state champion 200-meter dash in Aiden Damon, and you have Wyatt Foley, one of the fastest base runners that we have seen in the southeast Kansas area. So those two guys will be on the wideouts. If you give Nigaman time, he'll put it on a dime.
Yep, and quarterback Luke Nigaman, 6'3", 185, your quintessential quarterback, good size for the junior signal caller, and if he can get time to throw the ball, he can put it downfield. And Trojans dangerous with the offensive weapons, but again, it's going to boil down to protection.
You got to have the time. Those young men up front really don't have to just drive them into the ground, turn their shoulders, get them blocked, and get them time to get it down the field.
And the Colgan Panthers on the other side of the ball, quintessentially a well-coached team. All the way up from middle school, these kids have been playing basically the same playbook, and there have had some coaching changes over the last few years, but it seems that not much has changed for this 2A powerhouse. And even though Girard, a larger school and a higher class, nothing's ever a given against the Colgan Panthers.
It is never a given. I tell you what, even way back when I played, back in the Stone Age, you better play him to the very end because that Hail Mary will come from nowhere.
Yeah, the leather helmet days.
Yeah, back in the day.
All right, well, we're set for a good one tonight here in Girard. Hopefully the rain will hold off, or I don't know, if you're a player down the field, you might be hoping for rain. With this turf field not really going to be a factor. It'll soak up a lot of water before players start losing traction.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back, everybody, to Frank Jameson Field here in Girard, Kansas. Dale, let's take a look at some of the matchups going on around the area tonight. I know some of the local teams kicked it off early last night, a big matchup with the district foe, Iola.
Iola and Osawatomie, and Iola took care of business, 38-0. Iola was not a bad team last year. You know, who knows? They might have turned the corner. As we come back.
Yeah, okay.
And we're back.
Yeah, we're wrestling this soundboard here, ladies and gentlemen.
All right,
we apologize for that.
Baxter Springs at Riverton, Columbus, Frontenac, huge matchup.
Big
CNC. Commerce, Oklahoma, Galena, Anderson County, Parsons, Wellsville, Burlington, Uniontown will travel to Southeast, Cherryville at Erie, Chatopa at Oswego, Chanute will travel to Towanda Circle, Fort Scott, Summit Christian, and Augusta at Coffeyville. So those are your area matchups around the area. We'll go straight into the keys of the game. Maybe we can get it in, or do you want to take a break?
Let's just step away for a moment, and we'll remind you that the pregame show, what there's left of it, is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. Serving the area for over 30 years, stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojans instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. We'll take a break, and God willing, we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drugstore, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
Welcome back to the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Josh Lettner alongside me, Dale Shireman, and we're having a little bit of audio trouble tonight. So just know if we lose audio again, which is, looking at it, highly likely, Dale.
It is.
Some of you have turned us down already and turn us down every week. I totally get it. But we will continue the video. All right, Trojans just took the field, and we are struggling with audio issues here, which makes it darn near impossible to get these live reads in, Dale.
It's a little rough.
Earlier, we got through the area matchups. Teams getting ready for the coin flip out at midfield, determine who will have the ball to start the game, who will have it to start the second half. Those area matchups were brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest Avenue in downtown Girard. They offer 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. That's Diskins Auto and Towing. So, Dale, the keys to the game, we kind of talked about them earlier. Limit those early mistakes. That's what bit Girard last year. Probably would have dominated all four quarters if not for some early mistakes. And then also tonight, it's hot, it's muggy. We had a heat advisory all day that was just lifted at 7 o'clock. And so cramping could become a factor in this ball game. Usually you see those in the second half. If you see them in the first half, that's definitely a concern for both teams.
It is. Josh, the other keys of the game will be ball control and use the speed to your advantage. Those things, if Girard can do that, limit the penalties, limit everything else, we'll be good to go. Those are your keys to the game.
Those keys to the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. Girard marching band taking the field.
Getting ready for the national anthem.
Yep, good numbers this year in the band. As we prepare for the national anthem, we'll step away for our final pregame break and be back for the coin flip and kickoff here from Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas, the beginning of the 2021.
Phrase into a person's ear, then pass.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
Your victories are awarding moments at Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. New owners Greg and Missy Scott are excited to build on the 30-plus year tradition of Wilbert's, known across the area as the premier shop for sports awards, medals, custom engraving, plaques, trophies, gift items, corporate awards, and so much more. And with cutting-edge equipment being added, Wilbert's is poised for another successful 30 years. When hard work needs recognized, trust Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Find them on Facebook and at wilbertawards.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field here in Girard for tonight's high school football matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups here, Dale. Starting lineups are brought to you by the Jagged Edge. The Trojans will start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylist Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500.
Well, go ahead and give the Colgan Panthers starting offense. Number 2, Colin Height. Number 9, Tucker Harrell. Number 12, Aiden Fleming. Number 21, Jalen Van Beesler. Number 22, keepers. Starting lineups, you just watched the coin toss won by the Trojans. And we'll go with your Trojans real quick. Starting defense, Ethan Merrill, Alex Kester, Jacob Combs, Wyatt Foley, Bram Bourne, Brecken Troike, Christian Taylor, Eric Williams, and Juan Perazzo. That is your starting defense for your Trojans. Once again, they won the toss, deferred.
Colgan will have the ball to start the game. And like we talked about in some of the keys to the game and recap of last year, they got off to a hot start last year. But the Trojan defense really kicked in the second half and shut them down. You know, if you're a Girard fan, you really want to see that early in the game this year. Stifle that Colgan offense and keep them off the board here on this first drive. Still experiencing some audio problems. First game of the year. Bear with us. We'll get it all worked out as we go. Got some things to work on, Dale.
We do.
A few hitches in our giddy up.
You know, we didn't make it over for the Jamboree. That might have been a practice run, but
Nope.
BJ didn't give the orders. So
everything's his fault. That's what I'm going to say.
He's the owner.
It's entirely BJ's fault. Hey, our opening kickoff is brought to you by Loritz Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Loritz Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and get your friends and family a beautiful ceramic piece or maybe even classes from Loritz Ceramics. Call 620-724-8442. And here we go, ready for the
Ethan Davidson kicking it off for the
kick.
Trojans. Good kick.
Deep, fielded at the 9-yard line. Run back out by Tucker Harrell. He'll meet a host of Trojans at about the 14-yard line. About the 24-yard line and push out to about the 27. That's where Colgan will start off. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Adrian Fleming, the senior quarterback, behind center for the Panthers. He'll line up in the shotgun. Cooper Simmons in the backfield with him. 3 wide receivers to the near side here on 1st and 10. There's a snap looking outside. Quick hitter to Tucker Harrell. He'll work his way outside. Dragged out of bounds from behind at about the 36-yard line. Good pickup on 1st down. They're going to give him forward progress to the 37. And that'll be a 1st down for the Panthers. So 10-yard pickup there on 1st down. A good start for the Panthers. They'll bring up 1st down and 10 at the Girard 37. Another quick hitter to the outside. Good defense that time. Big hit up front for the Trojans. That's Alex Koster, 6'1", 170-pound junior defensive back coming up to make that stop. Good read on the play.
Alex Kester made a heck of a tackle there. Tackle for loss of 4 yards. Great job.
Yeah, it looked like it was there for a moment. Shut down very quickly by Kester, and now Panthers looking at a 2nd and long from their own 34. Called it a loss of 4 on the play. They'll stay with the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the near side this time for the Panthers. Trojans showing blitz. They'll come with the heat, hit in the backfield and brought down.
Ball's on the ground, but they're going to say he was down first. Another great job by Alex Kester. Come up and fill that hole.
So 3rd down and long now for the Panthers as they've shown some of that quick passing game. Trojans sniffed out that run, able to make the hit in the backfield. And I'll set them up with 3rd, and we'll call it 13 at about the 34-yard line.
That was Foley that came up and made that. Him and Alex working on the outside there together.
Now back to pass. Looking downfield. Makes a man miss.
Nicely
Batted down.
done.
Nice play in the defensive backfield.
Bram Bourne.
Yeah, number 31, Bram Bourne, getting a hand in there. Clean defensive play. That's how you coach that one up. And it'll force the Panthers into a punting situation here from their own 34. So a good defensive stand to start things out for the Trojans. Coach Philpott got to be happy with his defense there.
Defense looking good. Brecken Troike ran that skinny stunt to the outside, made him turn in, made him throw it a little bit quick, but Bram Bourne was right there to knock it down.
So to start out the game, Fleming 2 for 3 for 6 yards. That last one, his last completion, that loss of 4, really kind of put him in a bad situation there. And then, of course, the negative play on the run. And now Harrell's set to punt it away.
Back deep will be Alex Kester for the Trojans.
Kester standing at his own 30-yard line. Looks over to the sideline for a little sage advice from Coach Philpott. Officials trying to sort some things out down there on the field, so we've got a little pause here. And here we go.
I don't know what the holdup was.
Well, you know, just gather yourself. Good snap. Punt is away. It's a low end-over-end punt, knuckling. Kester will field it. Looks for a block. Now cuts back inside, upfield, flag down.
Going to be a holding on the Trojans.
Now, a lot of times, as a blocker, when that runner starts reversing his field and cutting back and forth, you get the temptation to reach out and grab somebody, and that's what happened there for the Trojans as they commit the penalty there on special teams. And it is a hold. Looks like of the 10-yard variety. Oh, Trojans. Fortunately, though, happened there on special teams, so is it going to set them up in a? Yeah, it doesn't equal a 1st and long. It's just regular old 1st and 10, but it backs them up, negates a half decent return. Negaman under center, handoff off to the right. That is Ethan Merrill carrying there for the Trojans. Good pickup of looks like about 7 yards. We'll see where they spot it. Yep, looks like a pickup of 7 for Harrell.
Jacquinot with the tackle for the Colgan Panthers.
We'll call it 8 then. 2nd down and 2. Trojans come out, putting it on the ground. We knew they had good skill players. Got some good blocking that time up front. And Merrill had some running room. Another handoff. Oh, no, keeper this time. Negaman keeping it. It'll be enough for the 1st down as he gets out near midfield to see where they spot it. Just inside the Girard side of the field, and there is some laundry on the field. We'll see what this is. Probably in the neighborhood of a hold by the looks of it.
Probably again, Jacquinot in there for another tackle. He'll run to the sidelines.
And that erases a nice 1st down run by Negaman. So 20 yards and penalties on 3 plays here so far for the Trojans. They got to clean up that holding. It'll bring it back to the 31 for the Trojans. It'll be a 2nd down, and it looks like about 7 for Girard. Negaman under center, 1 back in the backfield. It's Merrill behind him. Let's run it straight up the middle with Merrill. Good push by the Trojans as he gets out across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and manageable. A 3rd and 1 here for the Trojans.
Tackle in there by Canar for the Colgan Panthers, number 78.
The Trojans had a great 1st down run by Negaman, erased by a holding penalty, but they're able to get some of it back there on 2nd down now in a 3rd and short situation. I'll sing the wing back in motion. That's Ethan Davidson. Now Negaman surveys the scene, back up under center. Backfield motion, he'll hand it off to Merrill. He's got enough for the 1st down out across the 40 to about the 42.
Nice hard run there. He lowered his shoulder and got the 1st down. Tackle in there by Van Beesler.
Gain of about 3 for Merrill. They needed 1, so that'll give them 1st and 10. And way to battle back from that penalty, Dale. It looked like they were in some in the past, the Trojans kind of would get frustrated in that situation, maybe not convert that first down, but they keep the drive alive.
Good to see the Trojans keep the ball on the ground.
Pregame under center. Now the quick pitch to the outside. That's Bo Harris, rounds the corner, able to find a little bit of running room, going to pick up about 3 on the play, pushed out of bounds on the Colgan sideline. And they're going to mark him out at about the 46-yard line, so a gain of about 5.
Tierney with the tackle for the Colgan Panthers. Trojans got it sealed well there. Got the corner turned. If he puts his foot in the ground and turns it up, that might have been a big gain.
Not a lot of size up front, but so far they've put a hat on their man and they've made some contact. Rain's starting to come down right now here in Girard, and if I'm a player, Dale, I don't mind that rain today because it is dog breath hot out there.
It is rather warm.
There's an incomplete pass from Negaman. Didn't see who the intended receiver was. I was too busy looking at the rain coming down.
Foley was the intended receiver. Negaman just a little bit hot on it.
Now a faked handoff. Negaman will run option. Pitches outside. Well read by the Panthers. Spinning out of it and finding some positive yards is Ethan Davidson. As Davidson out near midfield, that'll bring up a 4th and short decision time here for Coach Philpott early in the ball game. 4th and 1 at midfield, kind of in no man's land here. Negaman took a shot as he pitched that one outside. It looked like it was going to get blown up for a loss, but Davidson able to spin out of it and work his way upfield.
Boy, 4th and 1, I got to go with it in the rain. The Trojans have moved the ball well here on the ground, so I think you just give it to your big back and let him get the yard.
Now Negaman will keep it himself, and he's got enough for the first. That's a very conservative spot here on the near side, but it's going to be enough for the first down. They're already moving the chains.
7-8, Kennar will make the tackle.
Stingy spot. But anyway, look, I'm already complaining about the officiating. It's so early in the season, I can't do it right yet.
We converted you already.
Got to hold off. First down and 10 for the Trojans. Inside Colgan territory at the 47-yard line here on their opening drive of the ball game. Wing back again in motion. It'll handoff will go to Merrill. Lots of running room on the outside. 25. The 20. Of course, audio. Well, we're back. Trojans threatening, knocking on the door here with second down at about 7 at the Panthers' 11-yard line. Pretty good position to be in because you still pick up that first down without scoring, Dale. So Trojans really in a pretty good position here on this first drive. Negaman under center, Merrill behind him. Back to pass, going to lob it up. First one of the season. Oh, in and out of the hands. That one intended for Alex Kester. and couldn't quite pull it in. It's raining down there. That thing turns into a greased pig if you're a wide receiver. So early season jitters in the passing game. Trojans now looking at a 3rd down and long here.
That was Fleming with the defense.
Third down and long here. One man in the backfield. Wing back in motion. They'll pitch it out. Fumbled in the backfield. Able to jump back and get on top of it. That's Bo Harris, but
that's exactly what we can't have. There was so much penetration coming through there by the Colgan Panthers. You just got to pull that down. You can't give that backward pitch like that.
Bad situation. Dangerous play there for the Trojans. Fortunately, able to get back on top of it and prevent the turnover. But it does put them in a 4th and long situation here, and now you're in a position where, unless you really trust your kicker, Dale, you're chucking this one into the end zone. And that looks like what the Trojans are going to do. 2 wide receivers off to the far side. Nigaman lines up in the pistol. And here's the snap. He'll roll far side, avoids the pressure, heading towards the sideline, lobs it up. Oh, almost a great catch, one-handed. Bo Harris unable to haul it in. And 3 incompletions there on this opening drive. Trojans will turn it over on downs. Colgan will take over on their own 23-yard line. Panthers offense comes back out on the field after the defense holds. Trojans decided to go to that passing game down there inside the red zone after they had made some hay with the running game to get them down there. And now Colgan with the ball.
Nigaman had to scramble. There was good pressure there by the Colgan Panthers. And now they've gone to...
He had a man. He found him. Just couldn't haul it in. Throw a little bit high. Now Panthers making their own hay with the running game here. This is Cooper Simmons out across the 40 and brought down at the 41. A really good open field tackle out there. And that...
Wyatt Foley.
Yeah, Wyatt Foley with the tackle out there in the open field and really could have saved a big play, big enough play already, but he kept it from getting the ball into Trojan territory. So 1st down and 10 for the Panthers.
Rain's a little bit harder right now.
There's another run. Trojans a little bit better on this one, plugging it up, but still able to push his way out to the 45. That's number 12, Aiden Fleming. And that's a gain of about 4 there. Looked like it was going to be shut down at the line, but he able to get behind his pads and keep his feet moving, pushed it out, got himself a nice 4-yard gain there on 1st down.
Saran with the penetration there. Just couldn't get him wrapped up in the backfield.
Colgan trying to get things going with the running game here with the rain coming down in Girard. Another nice hole up the middle. That time it was Kyson Bennett, the sophomore, on the carry. His first carry of the ball game.
Bourne in there with first contact, and Troike came up and cleaned it up.
Looks like a gain of about 5 on the play. Set up a 3rd down and 2 for the Panthers. As it's starting to rain, and you got to imagine these teams will probably lock in the 4-wheel drive here in these conditions. We'll see a lot of running tonight. In this one, it's starting to come down pretty good. 3 men in the backfield, shotgun this time, and good hit in the backfield, but pushing forward for the 1st down is Fleming.
Sharman made first contact from his defensive end, Adam Sharman, and, can't take anything away from the runner. He just kept his legs running.
4-yard pickup that time. Will set up a 1st down at the Girard 48-yard line. As Colgan putting together a nice little drive of their own in response, the Trojans had something going, fizzled out inside the 20-yard line. Dangerous play, a near fumble. Colgan took over on downs after an incomplete pass at their own 22. Now they're in Girard territory with something going. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Fleming will tuck it and run. Ankle tackle, runs through it, puts it on the ground, gets it right back. That's the Colgan bounce for you, right back up into his breadbasket. And he'll be down at the 34-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 33.
Christian Taylor will make the tackle for the Trojans. Bourne stripped the ball out of there, but lucky bounce come right back into his hands.
Call it a gain of 12 on the play. A gain of 14 on the play. I'm not a mathematician. In fact, I have trouble counting, Dale.
Well, we won't get into that tonight. It's a long season.
There'll be lots of that. Shotgun now for the Panthers. Fleming in the backfield. Flanked by...
There's Sharman getting through there.
Yep, got through and cut that one down right at the line. So no gain there. Actually, I would call it a loss of a half a yard. Second down and long now for the Panthers.
Yeah. Adam will take after his dad on the defensive side, even though I play defensive end, but whatever. Jess Murphy giving the commentary on the camera guy.
We'll get Jess a microphone next week, and this thing will get wild.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the soundboard will work. We don't know. Shotgun formation now. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Man in motion. High snap. Fleming will keep it. Big hole. Cross the 20, 15, 10, and drug down from behind at the 9-yard line. And Girard's defense up front pretty much fooled by that one. And nobody accounted for the quarterback as Fleming came near side. And now Colgan's in business. 1st and goal at the Girard 9.
Defensive end got sucked in and sealed. Defensive, you have to keep that outside arm open. And if you're sucked in and you can't get back to the outside, had a lead blocker. Nice play run by the Colgan Panthers right there. Everyone was looking for Van Beesler going across the field.
Yeah, it's kind of like we see the Chiefs do it every week. You put those men in motion in the backfield. The defensive players, their eyes follow them, and the quarterback or somebody coming the other direction comes clean. That's what happened there. Nice job by Trojans bottling up that run.
Number 55 with the tackle.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Eric Williams.
For my sake, just trying to see who the ball carrier was. That was Jalen Van Beesler, the senior running back, stopped for a loss of 1.
End of the quarter.
And after 1, we're scoreless here in Girard. Trojans and the Colgan Panthers will step away, and we'll be right back. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. For years, our customers have worked with the Farmers Bank staff located in Walnut, St. Paul, and Hepler. Now, with our new location in Girard, the community can experience the same service that has kept families coming back to Farmers Bank for generations. Stop by and visit our friendly staff at Farmers Bank at any of our locations in Walnut, St. Paul, Hepler, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas. Getting ready to start the second quarter of action tonight. Here's the Colgan Panthers take on the Girard Trojans. Josh Lettner alongside me, Dale Shireman, and all kinds of technical fun tonight. Here's a handoff to the far side. Trojans blow that one up before it gets much going.
They had him tackled for a minimal gain, but he just keeps moving his feet. Great running back. You got to wrap him up. You got to get him down low.
Gain of about, what do you call it, 3 on the play? Sure.
Yep.
In our unofficial statistics here,
Worked for me.
we'll call it a gain of 3.
Tackle in there by number 14, Jacob Combs.
3rd down and goal now for the Panthers from the Girard 4-yard line. So time to pony up if you're the defense. Fleming in the shotgun. Hit in the backfield. Good play by the Trojans. They sniffed that one out, a loss of 5. It'll push the Panthers back and set up, well, that's a generous spot. And call it a loss of 3 back to the 8-yard line. It'll set up 4th and goal from that spot. Panthers not going to send out the field goal kicker by the looks of it. Well, maybe. Some switching personnel.
Saran with the tackle. We'll say -3. Is that what you said?
That's what I said. I said -5. The official said -3.
Yeah. 4th down and goal. It's time to buck up.
3 wide receivers to the near side here on 4th and goal. Fleming with the snap. Rolls near side. Looks to throw. Lets it fly. Almost picked off. Thrown at the feet of the Girard defender there. That was number 23, Wyatt Foley. Had it at his ankles. A shoe shiner, we used to call it in middle school.
Born to flex.
And
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field here in Girard, Kansas. The Girard Trojans with a big play that time. from Bo Harris coming off of a 27-yard run to set the Trojans up first down and 10 in Colgan territory at the Panther 44-yard line. And just had a timeout on the field. Rain letting up a little bit. Negaman will line up in the pistol. And he'll hand it off that time to Alex Kester out to about the 39-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 5.
Tackle in there by Tierney for the Colgan Panthers.
So the Trojans back in business again here on the offensive side. They've run the ball really well tonight. We talked about their speed on the outside and ability to throw the ball down the field, but so far it's been the running game. It's got things going. Kester again with it, makes a couple men miss, lowers his shoulder out across the 35, close to a first down. We'll subtract a half a foot.
Boy, he just kept walking back.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Are you sure?
Third down and a half yard.
Yep. And third down and short here for the Trojans. And like Murph just said off the microphone, we're going to get you one next week, Murph. 2-down territory here for the Trojans. Again, Nigaman in the pistol. He'll step back, keep it himself. He's got the first down out across the 30 to about the 29-yard line. And I spotted at the 30. And that's where it'll be spotted. First down and 10 for the Trojans.
Nigaman coming off that knee injury from last year. Doesn't seem to be slowing him down any. He's putting his head down and turning it up the field.
He needed 1 and got about 5 there. So in the pistol again. He'll hand it off to Kester. Makes a man miss at about the, well, got tripped up at the 25. Another gain of 5 there on first down. So good first down production here for the Trojans on this drive.
Tackle in there by Harold, number 9.
When you're getting those 5 yards on first down, Dale, it really opens up the playbook on second down.
Yeah, of course, makes it a lot easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. If you could just get 5 yards carry, you know, you'll be good to go.
This game's pretty easy.
Like for life. And there's a short gain off to the far side. That's Kester again. We'll call it a gain of about 2.
Tackle in there by Hoagland, number 59 for the Panthers.
They'll set up a third and a long 3 for the Trojans here, and still in 2-down territory because, man, you're getting close to the red zone here.
Look for a little swing pass here from Nigaman out here in the flat.
I'll put twins to the near side. Kester in the backfield behind Nigaman in the pistol. Nigaman will tuck it, keep it himself, heads to the outside across 20-10, inside the 10-yard line, driven out of bounds. He'll be spotted out at the 8-yard line. First and goal for the Trojans.
Running him out of bounds will be number 12, Fleming.
Math is hard. Let's see, we'll call that a 12-yard gain that time. We've got a timeout on the field. There's a Colgan player with a couple of them with some shoestring issues.
Trojan offense looking well. Josh, it's just hold on to the ball.
Right, and it's these situations here down in the red zone where your execution and how well you take care of the ball really is put into sharp focus. They'll stick with this pistol formation with Kester in the backfield with Nigaman, Bo Harris as the wing back on the near side, and you've got Ethan Davidson as the wing back on the far side. Handoff goes to Kester right up the gut, keeps those feet pushing inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line, and notice the Trojans not going to put it in the air here in this situation. as they try to just find those gaps and push it in. The offensive line's done a pretty good job getting a hat on the defender and creating those gaps for the running backs.
Nice hard run up the middle by Kester, just getting through the line and getting vertical. Get upfield, tackling there by Bennett, number 14, for the Colgan Panthers.
Gain of 4 that time for Kester. Now Nigaman staying in the pistol. He'll keep it himself this time over right tackle. And he's over the goal line for the touchdown. Extended out over the plane of the goal, and Girard takes a 6-0 lead here. 5:36 to play in the first quarter. Trojans' first touchdown of the year, a quarterback keeper by Nigaman. And he went airborne and kind of got planted for it, but able to extend the ball out over the plane of the goal. And the Trojans take that early 6-0 lead, and we'll see a kicker. Garrett Humble into the game. Try out that leg here for the extra point for the Trojans.
Humble did a great job for us last year coming on as the kicker. Snap down, kicks away.
It's no good. Off to the left. And the Trojans lead at 6-0, 5:36 to play in the first quarter. We'll step away and we'll be right back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Girard Trojans' first touchdown of the year, a 4-yard touchdown run on the quarterback keeper by Luke Nigaman. And went airborne there and kind of got plastered for it. An old school leather helmet football coach would tell you to keep your feet on the ground in that situation, but Nigaman saw the goal line, extended out over it, paid the price, but the Trojans get the points. Extra point by Humble, no good. And now the Trojans set to kick it off here with a little over 5.5 left to play in the first half.
Davidson will kick the ball off for the Trojans.
And fielding it at about turn. Here we go. Across the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Trojans. The interception, pick 6.
Bourne.
Yeah, number 31, Bram Bourne, the 5'10", 150-pound senior defensive back. It's
First
his
time.
first year playing football, I've been informed. It looks pretty good. Looks like he's done it before. So big play there by the Trojan defense. And 3 things can happen when you throw the ball, Dale, and 2 of them are bad.
2 of them are bad.
And
Larry Garman special right there.
There was one of them. That's right. Coach Garman tell you that. He still threw the ball every now and then, though.
Not to the fullback. I played for him once.
Trojans lead it now 12-0, just under 4 minutes to play first half. Big time play there by Bram Bourne. And Trojans going to go for 2 here in this situation. Nigaman in the pistol, rolls back near side, looking to throw, and he's got a man. And the 2-point conversion is good for the Trojans.
Ethan Davidson.
Ethan Davidson with the 2-point conversion gives the Trojans a 14-0 lead here. 3:56 to play. First half, we'll step away and we'll be back. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Girard Trojans up 14-0 on the Colgan Panthers on a 65-yard interception return by Bram Bourne. And that gives the Trojans, a 12-0 lead. They converted the 2-point conversion to take the 14-0 lead. Now set to kick it back off to the Colgan Panthers, and pass play didn't quite work out the way the Panthers drew that one up in the locker room. So we'll see what they do here coming back on offense, see if they can respond.
Ooh.
Big hit on the kickoff return. Girard laying the hats tonight.
Sharman again.
Somebody came to play, Dale. Well, they're going to bring up first down and 10 for the Panthers from their own 23-yard line. Big turnover. Trojans almost had a huge turnover on their first drive of the game, able to get on top of it. That drive fizzled out largely because of that near turnover. Panthers, a disastrous pick 6. Well, depending upon how you're looking at it.
Yeah, we're Girard Sports Live. It was a great.
Yeah, we love that disaster. Oh, big hit in the middle that time coming up from the defensive backfield. And that just stalled Van Beesler.
Bram Bourne coming in, running the alley well.
He's feeling it right now.
They'll give him a gain of 3 on the play, though.
That must have been some real forward progress there. Al Fleming back in the gun. Looking to pass, far side high, out of the reach of Van Beesler that time. Incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Panthers, and another probable passing situation here unless they've got some trickery or chicanery in the neighborhood of a reverse or some sort of misdirection, but you'd think that you're going to have to put it in the air here.
You never rule anything out when playing Colgan.
Negative.
They will throw the kitchen sink at you if they have it in the playbook. Knock on wood, not many penalties really in the game so far.
No, Girard started off with 3 holding penalties, but since then it's kind of settled down. And there's a handoff up the middle. It's going to be close to a first.
It's going to
be a couple yards short, and decision time here for the Panthers. 4th down and a long yard. Gain of 5 that time on the run. They needed 8. We'll see.
Timeout going to be called by the Trojans.
We'll take a timeout as well. 2:35 left first half. Trojans lead at 14-0. Colgan staring down the barrel of a 4th and 1. You're watching Girard Sports on Girard Sports Live.
Here at Farmers Insurance, we want all of our students, faculty, and staff to know that we're cheering you on. This year, we would like to spotlight a student or staff member of Girard Schools as part of our weekly Girard Sports Live broadcast. If you would like to nominate any student or staff member as part of our weekly spotlight, contact our office.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Fourth down and 1 here for the Colgan Panthers as they try to get something positive going before the half. 2.5 left to play here. Yeah. Panthers convert the 4th down on a quarterback keep, and now the Trojans cut that one down for a minimal gain, as that was Cooper Simmons, the sophomore running back, able to pick up about a yard on the play.
60, Saran makes the tackle for the Trojans. Troike come flying up there from that linebacker position. It's got to be under control just a little bit. Just got to take that step in. I mean, he's looking for a big hit there, and I understand it.
Almost got it.
Come under control.
Shotgun now for Fleming. Puts a man in motion the near side. And he'll keep it there looking reverse. Coming back the other way. And dropped for a loss in the backfield. Girard defender came off his feet, got knocked down, but managed to inadvertently trip up the ball carrier, Tucker Harrell. And that's a big loss for the Panthers. A loss of 7 on the play.
Christian Taylor going after the quarterback, dives and catches the reverse going the other way with his leg whip. Leg whip intentional is illegal, but
inadvertent leg whip.
Yeah.
That's
loss of
frowned on in football. Totally permissible in professional wrestling.
Loss of 16 on the play. I'm sorry, 6 on the play.
2 wide receivers to the far side. Fleming with the handoff inside. And, just a mob of Trojans there to stop that one, as Cooper Simmons had nowhere to go once he took the handoff and got tackled by a committee.
It was. And another timeout going to be called.
We're going to call that a loss or a gain of 0.
Trojans will take the timeout again.
And we'll take it with them. We'll be back. Trojans lead at 14-0, under a minute to play here. First half. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also the place to pick up your PPP supplies, plus all the top cleaning brands and much, much more. From paper towels to PPP, you'll find it at Chronister's. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Fourth down and long here for the Colgan Panthers. As they're set to, looks like, punt it away here with 39.5 seconds left to play in the first half. Girard Trojans looking to head to the locker room with a 14-0 lead, barring disaster here on this punt.
Now Colgan will call a timeout.
Well, you know, tit for tat, buddy. We'll take it with them. What the heck? We'll be back. You're watching Girard Trojan football. Girard Sports. Welcome back. This is the most deliberate and thought about punt so far this year, Dale.
Well, the season's still young.
Yep. Everybody's certainly had a chance to catch their breath before this one. Tucker Harrell back to kick it away. Kester back to receive. Bad snap, fumbled it. Low punt, bounces to Kester. He's going to have some blockers out across midfield, 45-40. Got some room to work, cuts back far side, across the 30, 25, 20. How about bounded? He's doing 2 games.
There we go.
All right. Trojans with the big punt return. Last year it was Colgan with the punt return in the first half. This one's pretty much a backbreaker for the Panthers, just trying to get to the locker room. They punted away, and Kester with the 65-yard punt return after the Panthers had a 65-yard pick six. So things have gone south quickly for Colgan here at the end of the first half. And kickoff return that time by Tucker Harrell. He'll be cut down at about the 33, 32-yard line. Panthers will have it there, first down and 10, but 21.7 seconds left to play here in the first half. not a lot of time to get anything done for the Panthers, and just a disastrous second quarter if you're a Colgan fan.
Great tackle there by Bo Harris on that kickoff return. Trojans rolling well.
Looks great. Sounds like crap, Dale. Well, I'm used to that now. Yeah. And the Panthers will take a knee and just
head to the locker room.
Call that cut your losses there. As they head to the locker room, Trojans lead at 21-0 here in the season opener. And not a lot of us saw this one coming. Last year's game was a battle. This one, especially after that first drive didn't go their way, Trojans able to turn it around and take a 21-0 lead into the break. We'll step away and be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to the GN Bank halftime show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and professional way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. And Dale, just really a tale of big plays there in that first half, and the Trojans started out rough, 3 holding penalties for 30 yards to begin that first drive, and then a near turnover, and then a turnover on downs because of the poor down and distance that caused in the red zone. And promising drive ended badly, but the Trojans able to bounce back with the big play.
We used to rely on the magnificent Larry for all our entertainment needs.
Pick a card, any card.
Mom! But now, we've got Crawcan high-speed internet to keep us entertained. Now with Crawcan gigabit speed, we never lag, buffer, or even have a data cap. Our kids can even play their favorite online games with their friends.
You don't need a magician, you need Crocan.
Chronisters is Girard's hardware. And see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronisters has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronisters Hardware is also the place to pick up your PPP supplies, plus all the top cleaning brands and much, much more. From paper towels to PPP, you'll find it at Chronisters. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronisters Hardware, Girard's hardware store. Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com. Preserving traditions for those who follow.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas. We're on the air for now, part of the GN Bank halftime show. And Dale, we were discussing the big plays there in the first half, and the Trojans really able to capitalize on mistakes by the Panthers on offense and on special teams with the pick six and the big punt return.
You know, we talked about that earlier in the game. We knew the special teams and the skill position players, Girard has a lot of them. They have the excessive speed. Kester's shown two of them back there. Bram Bourne, first-year player, showed his skills off, picking that ball off and running it back. And I'll tell you what, don't take anything away from the Trojan defense. 8 plays for losses in the first half alone.
Yeah, we talked about the size up front being a disadvantage for the Trojans, but so far they've been quicker to the ball tonight. And on the offensive side of the ball, whatever their blocking scheme is, it's working because they're creating holes for those backs and for those skilled players. So you take your hat off to those guys in the trenches tonight for the Panthers. We thought it was going to be a weakness, but so far they've held their own tonight against a bigger Panther squad.
The Trojan line has done a great job up front. The Trojan running backs have hit the hole hard and got vertical as soon as they got through the line, too. Made some nice moves, spin move there, here or there. I'm not a fan of it. Anybody that's watched me, it was a straight ahead, give him 3.5 yards. But Kester has the speed, and Merrill has enough strength to make that one guy miss, and it's 3-4 extra yards each time.
Yeah, they're shifty out there with the ball, and it's bottom extra yards at the end of almost every play. And the Panthers don't really have an answer for it on the offensive side of the ball thus far. Every time they've tried some chicanery or trickery or a big play down the field, it's just absolutely blown up in their face. Had the reverse get cut down in the backfield, the pick six on the big pass play, and anytime they've gone outside of the 1930s style offense, it hasn't worked out in their favor tonight, and the Trojans able to take advantage of it. So at the half, Trojans lead it 21-0 over the Colgan Panthers. We'll step away for another break as the Girard Marching Band and Dance Squad entertain the crowd here in this season opener on this rainy night here in Girard, Kansas. You're watching Girard Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field in Girard, Kansas. We're at halftime of tonight's matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. Trojans leading it 21-0, just dominating there in the second quarter. And looking at the radar here, we've got some lightning, some big red blotches moving our way, unfortunately. So we're trying to get as much of this game in as we can before the weather blows in. We got about 5 minutes left here in halftime. I wish they'd cut that short and get us rolling. Of course, if you're a dance team parent or a band parent, you are not wanting to cut this halftime short. I got some scores from around the area.
Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090. Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at KS Gambling.
And Trojans coming back out on the field here, getting set for the second half of action. Just over 2 minutes left to play, or left here in halftime. Trojans leading it 21-0 at the break. And like we said earlier, we got some weather heading our way, and we're trying to get this one in. We know that Frontenac and Columbus tonight playing down there in Cherokee County are in a weather delay, and so that's possibly heading this way. It's kind of coming in from the southwest, as most weather in this state does. Yeah, I'm not Doug Hetty, but lightning will bring this game to a halt if it happens here. It's a safety issue for players and fans. If that's the case, they'll send everybody to the locker room and wait it out. You can see some lightning on the horizon. Not a good thing, but pretty par for the course in southeast Kansas in September.
It is. Beautiful facility that they have made. New.
This press box.
Man, you can't
It's a
say
palace.
enough. Thank you for the
So if we're going to wait out
by the sponsors.
We're going to wait out a weather delay. This is the place to do it.
Shut
Beautiful.
the window, crank up the air conditioning.
That's right.
Beautiful new press box to go with the beautiful field that the Trojans have to play on.
The guys from Mammoth Turf were out here doing a little bit of manicuring before the game started tonight. This field turf, a great surface for the athletes, really prevents a lot of those injuries that you'd see on any sort of artificial surface, and sometimes even on a grass field if it gets too wet or too dry.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a delicate balance, and usually by about October, a lot of these fields look like a dirt landing strip. So not this time.
But not only for the football players, every PE class can come out here and walk the field. They have the band out here all the time. They have the golfers out here hitting the balls off the turf. It doesn't hurt it. So everyone able to use this facility. And once again, just can't thank them enough. Baseball, softball was out here, but now they have their own turf field. So.
Yeah. Well, and if you're a groundskeeper or if you're the district paying for the groundskeeping, you pay up front for this turf field, but man, it saves a lot of man hours, saves a lot of gas money and everything else to try to struggle to maintain a grass field, and a lot of times that's an exercise in futility anyway, as players are out here tearing it up. If you get a rainy game early in the year, you're going to battle that sucker all year as a groundskeeper, and now really not something you got to worry about. And tonight it rained, and that field is exactly the same type of surface as it would be if it was dry, so an advantage for the players out there as well, and a great facility here, Frank Jameson Field, really one of the nicest high school football stadiums in the entire state of Kansas.
It is a wonderful facility, and we can't thank the sponsors and boosters enough that made that possible.
Trojans lead at 21-0 at the half. Both teams back out here for their 2-minute warm-up period before the beginning of the third quarter. Trojans out on top big here, 21-0, and the way that Trojan defense played in the first half, Dale, it really seems like a real uphill struggle for the Panthers to get back into this one.
The Trojans just need to come out and pick up where they left off. Don't let down, don't let up at all, and just continue.
I used to need a nerd to help me with all my internet problems. The internet is
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
The internet? Why am I not getting my email? But now I have Crawcan high-speed internet, and my internet just works. With Crawcan fiber optic internet, I have all the speed I need and a connection that won't let me down. Larry, come on.
You don't need a nerd, you need Crawcan.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry, construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Yeah, there was a large lightning strike just off to the west here. It seemed like it was a mile or two outside of town, and the officials have called for a weather delay here in Girard. So they've moved the teams to the locker rooms, encouraged the fans to leave the metal grandstands here, as you might imagine. And we've got a 30-minute delay here for weather. Girard Trojans lead at 21-0 here at the half, unable to get the second half started due to weather. We suspected this would happen. Columbus and Frontenac were in a weather delay. It seems like some other games around the state have been delayed as well because they're only reporting in first quarter scores. So just the nature of the beast here in southeast Kansas in September. Weather's unpredictable. We had a hurricane blow by us, and luckily all the spin-off of that largely missed us last week, Dale. Unfortunately, we don't live in New Orleans. But the weather tonight, pretty volatile here. We knew we had a chance for rain starting at about 7 or 8 o'clock. It's going to continue through most of the day tomorrow in this area. And we're struggling with that here tonight. So we'll step away for a break and wait out this weather delay. Stay tuned with us. Hopefully we'll be able to get this started back up here in about 30 minutes. Girard Trojans with a commanding 21-0 lead here at the half over the Colgan Panthers. And this weather delay for the Panthers just kind of prolongs their agony. And for us with this soundboard, it also prolongs our agony as well, Dale. But we'll take a quick break and hopefully be back here after this weather delay to resume the action here from Frank Jameson Field. You're watching Girard High School football on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
To a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also the place for Clark and Kensington paint? Quality paint with an incredible selection of colors, plus all the tools and supplies you need to transform your paint project. From paint to pliers, you'll find it at Chronister's Hardware. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
I used to need a nerd to help me with all my internet problems. The internet is not working.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
The internet? Why am I not getting my email? But now I have Croccan high-speed internet, and my internet just works. With Croccan fiber optic internet, I have all the speed I need and a connection that won't let me down. Larry, come on.
You don't need a nerd, you need Croccan.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judge Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you, so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, and Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Of Trojan Athletics.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Mathis Drugstore Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service.
Well, we've weathered a weather delay here at Frank Jameson Field. Got about just under 2 minutes left in the 5-minute warm-up period for both teams coming out of the locker room. Had a big bolt of lightning off to the west right as the teams are about to kick off for the second half. And that pretty much stopped everything in its tracks. Ruined our night. No, we're actually having a good one here. Trojans up 21-0. Heading into a very delayed second half here tonight. And Dale, we were talking it over in the break. The officials, I don't believe our consensus in the booth here is that they can't call the game for weather until the fourth quarter.
Until the fourth quarter, yeah. I think 3/4 of the game has to be, and both coaches have to agree on it for them to call the rest of the game. So hopefully the Trojans come out, take care of business. They will get the ball to start the second half. So we'll see that Trojan offense back out on the field. Trojan offense has looked good tonight. They've moved the ball on the ground pretty much all night, but the special teams and the key plays have been the big story for the Trojans.
Good running attack tonight for Girard. We expected them to have a little bit of problem with the size of the Panthers up front, but so far the blocking's been good. The running lanes have been there. The skill position players have made the plays, and then we talked about mistakes for the Trojans, trying to prevent those, and they had a little bit of one on their first drive with the fumble, but they were able to get on top of it. But it did kill the drive. They turned it over on downs. But really tonight the big mistakes have been on the Colgan side, the guys wearing blue, and pick six and kind of a bad coverage on a punt at the very end of the first half, and that resulted in 14 points for the Trojans, and they sit on top here 21-0 as we're set to kick this one off to start the second half. Trojans won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and they will have the ball here to start things out.
Kicking for the Colgan Panthers will be number 16, Amershak.
A lot of familiar names if you've covered Colgan football over the years. They always got a Van Bleasler, usually got an Amershak or two, and
Lomshek in
Lomsheks, yeah. Smiths, yeah. This team doesn't have a Smith.
They ran out of them.
Strange. And they're going to kick it off standard style. It's going to be
Brecken Troike
on
right up the middle.
Troike across midfield,
Look
across the 45, 40, 30, 25, 20. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. 5 touchdown Trojans. And just like that, right out of the gate, Girard opens up the lead, 27-0 here with just 15 seconds off the clock in the third quarter. Troike, not a return man, one of the up backs, fielded that on a hop, and nobody seemed to want to hit him. A good-sized kid out there, ran through an arm tackle or two, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Another big chunk play for the Girard Trojans as they jump out.
Penalty flag on the field.
Oh. We'll see what the call is. I didn't see where the flag was on the field. Neither team is headed back in either direction, so it could be after the score. Oh, a sideline infraction by the Trojans.
Oh.
A little bit too much celebration going on.
When your middle linebacker picks up a kick and takes it to the house, you've got to let him celebrate a little bit. Understand?
Enthusiasm is strictly verboten.
Just a sideline warning on that one.
Oh, nonetheless, Trojans still on top here, 27-0. 14 seconds off the clock here in this delayed second half. We had about a 25-minute weather delay after it was all said and done. Oh, high snap. Trojans able to gather it up, but poor execution between the snapper and the holder there, and that play was dead before it started, but damage done. Troike on the kickoff return. Trojans jump out 27-0 here over the Colgan Panthers, and not the way you wanted to start that second half if you're the Panthers. They really needed to get something positive going and try and change the momentum of this game, and that did not do it.
Brecken down there getting in the huddle. Kick it to me again, he says. Kick it to me again. All right, let me catch my breath.
I think he's auditioning for a return man position here for the Trojans.
He is the headhunter. He's one of the wedge guys. He did return one last year, Jess Murphy, if you remember that. Good for about 45 yards. So he's got some speed.
Yeah. Well, if you're in this district, I mean, Girard's showing something tonight. There's some teams down the road here who better take notice of this squad and realize that they're one of those teams that can, if you fall asleep on a kick coverage or just a missed assignment here or there, they can make you pay. And that's what they've done tonight to the Colgan Panthers.
Ethan Davidson going to kick it off for the Trojans. He's going to kick the ball down around the 10-yard line. That's another good kick.
It's another leg into it. That one's at the 5.
Return it from the 3. Oh, look at that hit.
My goodness.
Oh, hello.
Man, what a hit by Christian Taylor, the 5'10", 170-pound linebacker, the junior. Just laid out the return man on that. Dale, I think we're going to go ahead and call that
a hit of game.
Our hit of the game. The hit of the game is brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car takes a hit, like Christian Taylor just hit the return man, then take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw offers refinishing, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, and more. Let Bradshaw Collision Repair get you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. Man.
That was a good one.
That was a wallop. It folded him up like a wallet. And Al Fleming will keep it himself. Nowhere to go.
Sharman defensive end there. Nice play.
Brought down for a 5-yard loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 15. And, man, it's getting to be concerning here for the Colgan Panthers.
Stayed at home, played his position well, got his hands extended, and rode him right to the ground. Nice 6-yard loss on that, 5-yard loss.
Dropping my pen. Everything's going crazy tonight. Al Fleming will line up in the shotgun. Hand off on the end around to Van Beesler. Nowhere to go. A host of Trojans. About half the squad there to meet him on the left side of that Colgan line. We'll see how much they're going to mark this one off. They're going to call it, I think, just a loss of 1 maybe. Or
oh, wow.
If that.
Trojan defense is fired up. And the Colgan Panthers are going to have to come out with something to get a yard or two away from that end zone. You're going to snap the ball into the end zone for a punt.
Well, they got trips off to the left. We'll see if they decide to put it in the air. It's going to be a wide receiver screen out that direction. Trojans sniff it out. It picks up about 5 yards and about a third of what they needed to pick up the first down.
Bram Bourne.
Panthers in a punting situation. Sorry, Dale.
No, you're fine. Bram Bourne fires in there from his free safety. All that is a screen to the wide receiver. Your 2 in receivers will go to the outside to block, and Bram did his job. He got there, gave up about 5 yards, but
another big special teams play there for the Trojans, but this one's going to be coming back. Looks like, let's see the signal there, maybe a block in the back or a hold.
Holding, yeah.
Yeah, hold. And that'll back the Trojans up to the Panther 39-yard line, but still really good field position after that punt. It was a short punt and real solid return, but a little bit of a blocking mistake, and that's the 3rd holding penalty tonight on the Trojans. 30 yards and holding penalties tonight for Girard, but that's just kind of a scratch in what's been a really good performance tonight by the Trojans. Nigeman looks to pass. Now he's going to tuck it down and run with it out across the 40 to about the 37-yard line. And takes a bit of a shot, but also kind of shepherded to the ground. Good sportsmanship there by the Panthers. And he'll pick up about a yard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Trojans. And a good decision. You're up. No need to give the other team any sort of momentum at all.
Right.
Nigeman pulls it down, makes a smart decision, the conservative play, and picks up a yard, and you live to fight another day.
Yeah. The offensive line just kind of missed a guy or two on that one.
Now back in the pistol again with 2 wing backs. Put a man in motion. Nigeman's got it. Run an option to the far side. He'll tuck it and cut up field across to about the 35-yard line. Good read there. There was no pitch for him to make, and he just did what you got to do in that situation, and that's get what you can.
Tuck it down and get vertical with it, and he did a good job. Canar on the tackle there by the Colgan Panthers.
It'll bring up about a 3rd and 6. Approaching 7.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Most of the weather's off to the south of us. Hopefully it stays there and we're able to get this one in the books tonight. Nigeman again lines up in the pistol. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Quick hitter to the outside. That one's complete. First completion of the night for Nigeman. The catch made by Ethan Merrill, and he'll pick up enough for the Trojan 1st down. And they keep this drive rolling. They have it 1st and 10 at the Colgan 33-yard line.
Going in the hurry up
28-yard line, I'm sorry. Yeah, and they hurried to the line. And there's the handoff to Merrill. A good read again that time by Nigeman as the defender had him marked, and he handed off to Merrill. Merrill's able to get vertical with it, picks up a solid 4 yards there on 1st down, sets up a 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers, or for the Trojans. Now they'll come near side. That one, the Panthers able to sniff that one out. Nigeman kept it himself and lost a couple yards on that one.
Tackle in there by number 22, Simons.
So 3rd down and 8 from the Panther 27-yard line. And Nigeman gets the call from Coach Philpott on the sideline, heads back out to the huddle. Getting down around 6 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, and for the Trojans, that clock becomes your 12th man. Just want to keep it winding. Here's the snap, toss to the far side, and unable to get around the corner is Bo Harris. He's brought down for a loss on the play, and a little bit of frustration as he hurls that one at the referee and hears about it. Calm down, young man. You're up by 27 points.
and that is not Bo Harris's fault. There was 2 blockers out there to take Van Beesler on, and neither one of them got the job done. He's got to turn upfield. He's got to plant his foot in the grass and get vertical with it. If he doesn't, and if he jukes like that, Van Beesler can slow play him. All he needs to do is put his foot in the ground and get upfield. He just needs to turn that corner.
Frustrating if you're the ball carrier. Trojans looking at a 4th down and long here. Nigeman rolls out near side, looking to pass. He'll lob this one up to the end zone. Oh, hit at the last minute. And that was
Davidson, I believe, number 5.
Tucker Harrell on the coverage for the Panthers. Looked to me like he might have got there a little bit early on that one. But official right there to make the call, incomplete, and that'll turn it over on downs to the Panthers. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line, trailing 27-0 with 5 minutes left to play here in the 3rd.
Well, you know Colgan's got to put something together here if they want to stay in this game. It's just to the point where if they want to start throwing it, so far tonight, the Trojan defense has been able to defend it.
Yeah, pretty much anything they've thrown down the field, the Trojans have been there. The only completions they've gotten are little short passes to the edge. And Fleming lets this one fly. He's got a man. It's Van Beesler. Out across midfield to the 42-yard line. And that's a chunk play there for the Panthers, and maybe what they needed to kind of get this offense woken up a little bit.
Bourne with the coverage. He took a step on the inside trying to read that alley, and was just a step behind Van Beesler, caught up with him when the catch was made. Good open field tackle by
Fleming able to complete that little dump pass there. Picks up the first down for the Panthers. And they have it 1st and 10 at the Girard 32-yard line. Fleming back in the lone man in the backfield. He'll keep it himself off to the far side and brought down after a gain of about 2. Trojans sniffed that one out pretty well as the Panthers tried to spread out that defense and win empty backfield. Minimal gain there.
Christian Taylor with the tackle for the Trojans. The defensive end stood his ground. Outside linebacker was able to come up and help, and that's exactly what you do with a down-the-line option.
The Trojans keeping everything in front of them here with just 3.5 left to play in the third. 2nd down and 8 now for the Panthers. Fleming with Simmons in the backfield. 3 wide receivers the near side, looking to throw, feeling the pressure, and it's picked off. Interception by Alex Kester, and that is
Kester read it.
Probably the nail.
Kester read it, and so did Troike, and I thought they were going to run into each other there at the very end of that play, but nicely done by the Trojan defense to read it.
Another turnover by the Panthers, and, you know, they're in a desperate situation here, Dale, down 27-0. You got to take some risks. You got to put the ball in the air. And that time it bit them as the Trojans, good coverage there by Kester, good pressure on the quarterback, which might have led to that errant throw. And just like that, Trojans get it back 1st down and 10 at their own 27, 28-yard line. Pregame takes the snap, keeps it himself out across the 30 to about the 32.
There's holes there for him to get through.
Nice gain of about 4 there on 1st down.
Kennar there to bring him down.
Also, number 52 is Christian Voss.
Trojans getting it done on the ground tonight.
Well, if I'm the Trojans, I don't put it back in the air.
Oh, no.
I run that clock.
No.
Milk it.
The only reason to pass is that you have no other choice. I guess I'm old school. I'd have fit right in at Nebraska or Oklahoma back in the 80s. Pregame lines up in the pistol, 2 wing backs. He'll put it in the air. Look at that. And it's complete.
Enough for a 1st down to
Wyatt Foley on the catch there. And that'll move the stick. So shows what we know, Dale. I'll tell you what.
Right.
That's why we don't make the big bucks.
Well, when your head coach was quarterback for Pitt State, All-American, he could probably make a little better call than we can, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. He wasn't the type of guy that ever really needed to throw. He would always just lean forward and get 5 yards.
Kester.
Oh, nice move by Kester in the backfield. Makes another one across midfield, 45-40, 35-30. It's a foot race. Goodbye. Touchdown, Girard Trojans. Kester takes the... Extra point, no good. Dale, you said he Charlie Browned him there on the holder. Just got to pull that ball away. Nope. Yeah, we've pretty much seen it all tonight. Interceptions, lightning, Charlie Brown.
Well, and a hit. Man. Still can't get over that Taylor hit.
Oof.
He brought it.
Yeah, that's somebody's got an ice bath after that one.
Snot bubbles.
Minute 45 left to play. Third quarter. Trojans on top 33-0 over the Colgan Panthers. And, man.
Ethan Davidson to kick the ball off again for the Trojans.
His legs got to be getting sore. Oh, pull a hammy, son.
I would say we might start to see some of the second string, the JV, get in there here late in the third. Another good kick.
Man, back over the return man. Bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And, man, it's been a kickoff clinic tonight for Ethan Davidson.
And that is down the road will be huge.
Yeah.
If he can get his leg to put it in the end zone every time. He's had 2 or 3 land right there at the 5 in the air. You know, if they can pin him down like that and keep making hits, that will pay off in the long run.
Yeah, it really sets your defense up well when you get a leg into the kickoff. And now Colgan with it, first down and 10 at their own 20. Starters still in the game for them. Fleming with it, runs through an arm tackle in the backfield, runs through another arm tackle on the outside, but just gang tackling tonight by the Trojans. Lots of crimson hats there. Fleming not much room to operate as he picks up just a yard. He made 4 guys miss to pick up 1 yard.
Sharman had him in the backfield, just couldn't get his arms wrapped around him.
Now, second down and long now for the Panthers from their own 21. Trojans showing a little pre-snap pressure now. It's coming. Quick pass to the outside of Van Beesler, and he runs through an arm tackle and down the sideline. Trojans finally force him out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. They're going to say that's where he stepped out.
Sharman from his backside defensive end position chases him down to the other side.
That's some hustle. It's the kind of hustle you want to see. And on this hot, humid night, the effort plays are even more impressive when you see them happening here in the second half.
Van Beesler's a load. I mean, we were there to have him tackled for a short gain, but
that's second or third time he's been able to do that tonight, kind of make chicken salad. Oh, high snap. Fleming able to bring it down. Quick hitter to the outside. And nice catch out there by Harrell, but hit from behind and brought down at about the 47-yard line, 46.
Chronister's is Girard's hardware store. Stop by Chronister's Hardware and see why so many people are saying, I didn't know they had that. Of course, Chronister's has the hardware, tools, and supplies you need, whether in the shop, on the farm, or around the house. But did you know Chronister's Hardware is also your place for Pit Boss and Traeger grills? Plus, they have the supplies you need to whip up a tasty meal for the whole family. From pans to pellets, you'll find it all at Chronister's. And if they don't have it, they can get it. Shop local first. Chronister's Hardware, Girard's hardware store.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas. Colgan Panthers with the ball, but Trojans leading 33-0 to start the fourth quarter. In what has been a protracted affair tonight due to a weather delay at the beginning of the third quarter. There's Van Beesler with it again, being drugged down from behind. And there's a flag on the field for a horse collar, I believe.
Van Beesler, tackled by Brandon.
And it was pretty obvious here from the near side. That's what it was.
Personal foul, face mask.
A face mask, huh? Got him in the front and the back.
Well, if you're going to get one of them, you might as well get them both.
Got his money's worth there. That's first defensive penalty of the night for the Trojans. They've had 3 holding calls, 2 on offense, 1 on special teams. And that'll give the Panthers first down and 10 at the Girard 30. Fleming in the gun, 2 wide receivers off to the far side. Looking to throw. Now thinks again, scrambles to his left, lots of time. Brushes off a defender, cuts the ball down. He's going to be close to a first down. He has it. Out across the 20, just inside the 20-yard line.
Good stiff arm there.
Yeah, that bought him 10 yards. He was moving laterally and delivered that stiff arm. I didn't see who the defender was, but bought him enough room so he could turn his shoulders upfield and pick up the first down. And Panthers still playing. To their credit, they haven't tried to take their foot off the gas. Fleming still in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Van Beesler, lone man to the near side. Fleming takes the snap, back to pass, pressure coming. Wrapped up, throws this one over the top of everybody, just got rid of it. A little self-preservation taking place there.
Boy, Sharman and Cluxton there to put the pressure on him. He would have held the ball for a split second longer.
He'd have gone down with it. Brings up second down and 10. Stops the clock with 11:17 to play in the ball game. Trojans with a commanding 33-0 lead. Big plays for tonight's what it's been for Girard. Interception return for 65 yards, 65-yard punt return. Now Fleming back to throw again. Throws this one high, intended for Van Beesler, but well over his head and out of bounds.
I think hurried just a little bit. He knew pressure was coming backside. Just let it loft a little bit on him.
Now third down and 10. Does keep stopping the clock. Drag this one out. You know what the Trojans are going to do? They're going to come out and hopefully run it.
Run the ball and run the clock.
Selfishly, I just really want them to run the ball. Shotgun now, empty backfield for Fleming. 3 wide receivers to the near side. And he'll try to keep it himself. Gets walloped.
55 for the Trojans. Get to him. That is Eric Williams.
They're going to give him about 4.5 inches on that run. Not sure how to score that one. We'll call it 0. If it's anything forward, it's counted as 1 yard, right? Is that how it works? Yeah.
They don't let us do half yards anymore.
Let's break it down into inches. It's a game of inches, but you can't score it that way. 10.5 to play. Panthers looking at a 4th and long, but they are pretty deep in Girard territory. 3 wide receivers on near side. Trojans show pressure, back off, into coverage. Now the throw back across the field, tipped and incomplete. That pass intended for number 2, Colin Height, and the junior wideout wasn't able to haul it in off his hands, and there in coverage for the Trojans was Clugston.
Got just a fingertip on it, just enough. It hit the Colgan receiver's hands, but it was wobbling by that time. See a little bit of lightning out in the distance.
Cheering for that lightning, aren't you? The longest 10-22 of your life left to play here in the 4th quarter. Trojans up 33-0 on the Panthers. They took over on a turnover on downs on that incomplete pass in the end zone, and now Negaman. Well, Panthers pick up a first down on the nice run by Negaman, and Colgan with the sideline warning. And I just said I think it was a frustrated coach. Murph suggested he wanted to run out there and make the tackle himself. Can't blame the guy. 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 42-yard line. Handoff in the backfield to Merrill. Not a lot of room to run. Makes a man miss. Still able to pick up about a yard there. Or not. Lost about a yard there. Looked to me like he went forward, but.
Well, I did too. He must have said his knee was down with his shoelaces or something in the grass. I don't know.
A lot of things are open to interpretation. They'll set up a 2nd down and 11 for the Trojans as the clock continues to run. Now around 9 minutes left to play in the ball game. Trojans on top 33-0. Well, it's been a really good effort here to start the season for Girard. Negaman back to pass, going to air this one out. Incomplete, stops the clock with 8:55 to play. Bring up a 3rd down and long. Pass was intended for Foley, unable to haul it in a little bit high and coming in pretty hot there.
It was. Defense in there by number 12, Fleming, for the Colgan Panthers. It hit his hands, but it was coming in.
Yeah, it was. There was some pepper on it, that's for sure. And now Trojans in what would normally be a passing situation if you weren't up 33-0 with under 10 minutes to play in the ball game. There's a man in motion. Negaman fakes the pitch, rolls far side, looking to pass. He'll let it fly, and it's caught. And it'll be enough for the first down. Wind the clock. Trojans convert.
Foley.
Nice pass by Negaman to keep it low where only Foley could go down and get it, or it was going to be incomplete. Didn't throw it up for grabs. That was a nice throw on the run by Negaman. And a good first down for the Trojans as they keep this drive rolling as we now move under 8.5 left to play in the ball game. I'll bet you there's a lot of games across the state of Kansas tonight, Dale, running late.
I would say
And
so.
there'll be a lot of school buses out on the highways at 2 a.m. tonight taking kids home. And this is where, when you're a coach or a bus driver or an equipment manager, you're earning it tonight. Looks like timeout by Coach Philpott. So we'll take it as well. Trojans on top, 33-0. Just over 8 to play. You're watching Girard football on Girard Sports Live.
Your victories are awarding moments at Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. New owners Greg and Missy Scott are excited to build on the 30-plus year tradition of Wilbert's. Known across the area as the premier shop for sports awards, medals, custom engraving, plaques, trophies, gift items, corporate awards, and so much more. And with cutting-edge equipment being added, Wilbert's is poised for another successful 30 years. When hard work needs recognized, trust Wilbert's Signature Awards and Engraving. Find them on Facebook and at wilbertawards.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field, Girard, Kansas, for tonight's season opener of the 2021 high school football season. Girard Trojans out in front of their Crawford County rival, St. Mary's Colgan Panthers. And just a long night if you're a Panther fan, because things have just not gone the way you would want them to go. Problems in the offense, problems with the special teams, and also problems stopping, creating those gaps along the line of scrimmage. So, a little misdirection, nice pitch out, and Harris gets clobbered on the outside. Great hit defensively out there.
Number 9
by
Harrell.
Tucker Harrell. And he really prevented what looked like was going to be a much bigger play. Harris able to pick up about 5 yards there on that first down, but that fake handoff and pitch really had the defense fooled for a moment, but Harrell able to close on it quickly and shut it down. Second down and 5 now for the Trojans. Clock winded under 7.5 to play. Nigaman with the handoff, and that's Ethan Merrill. He'll pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play, depending upon the spot. We'll call it 2.
It's almost right at 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's first turnover of the night tonight. Comes with 4:45 to play in the ball game. And Dale, you know you got the backup quarterback and some of your subs into the game here late for the Trojans, and that type of thing that can happen when you're going up against the other team's starters.
It does. You still want to see execution, though. That's the thing.
Yep. Now Fleming back to pass, looking downfield, has a man, and pass is caught near the sideline. That was Colin Height on the reception. Junior wide receiver. And it'll set up a first down and 10 for the Panthers from the Girard, call it the 38.5-yard line.
Number 16 for the Trojans. Hammershack with the tackle.
Number 52, Daryl McLean. Number 72, David Cochran.
Now, shotgun formation here for the Panthers. 2 men in the backfield with Fleming. He'll roll near side, getting pressured. Runs through an arm tackle. And too many Trojans there on the outside. They shut that one down for a loss of about 2. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it might be in the neighborhood of a hold.
Anthony Pike there with the tackle. Great pursuit by the Trojans. Personal foul against the Trojans.
I didn't see that.
I don't think it was very flagrant.
Obviously not. That's the second personal foul against the Trojans tonight. The first one was a face mask that we all thought was a horse collar, but couldn't see the front of him, so could have been both, you know. Should have doubled their money on that one. 3 wides off to the far side. Fleming in the shotgun. In the backfield with him is Cooper Simmons. Here's the snap. Fleming back to pass, short. Van Beesler with the catch, runs through the arm tackle again, picks up a block, and driven out of bounds. 2 flags on the play.
There's a block in the back on Colgan.
And Van Beesler gets up gingerly, limping a little bit over there on the far sideline. And there's the call. You are correct, Mr. Shireman. Murph, what does he win? As the officials walk it off here, it'll be 10-yard penalty for the Panthers. It'll back them up to the Girard 32-yard line. First down and long from that spot. 3:45 to play in the ball game. Clock will start on the snap. 3 wides to the near side for the Panthers. And handoff going to the far side. It's Cooper Simmons. And he'll pick up about 5 or 6 yards there. Maybe 7 yards, depending on the spot.
Trying to see the numbers.
This one it gets a challenge.
It is. In and out. We haven't called their name yet tonight.
Yep, bunch of new guys. But getting to see some action here tonight, and if you're a young player, this is how you want to see it. Coming in the game up 33, not down 33. And they're going up against starters, so really good practice for them. Fleming with the quick hitter to the outside. Nifty move in the backfield to avoid the tackles. Tucker Harrell, and still fighting and finally brought down.
This was completed to Tucker Harrell.
Nice to see these young men helping each other up at this point in the game. Dale, oftentimes the frustration can take place, if you're on the losing side of the score, and everybody's showing some pretty good sportsmanship here tonight.
Right.
It's been a hard-hitting game, but both teams showing off the sportsmanship. As we wind right around 2 minutes left to play in the ball games, the Panthers just try to break their way onto the scoreboard here tonight. Not too many games over the last, I don't know, 30 years. The Panthers get shut out. And there's Van Beesler, makes man miss, and just like that, they're going to have a touchdown. And the Panthers finally get on the board here with under 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. That'll make our score 33-6 in favor of the Trojans.
Yes.
Yeah,
everyone.
Yeah,
Our
good observation. Murph, let's get
with
this guy a microphone, BJ. But, yeah, every touchdown scored on that west end zone, so it's pay dirt down there.
Van Beesler is down with a cramp. They're stretching his leg out. That was a nice little tight end drag or whatever that was across the middle there.
He's been hard to bring down all night. He's run through a lot of arm tackles, and when you get some of the backups into the game, it's even more of a challenge for the defenders to bring that guy down, especially once he gets a head of steam going. Good to see him back in the game because he was kind of limping around over on the sidelines after that hit right along the Colgan sideline over there on a few plays ago. So able to find the end zone here tonight and prevent the shutout.
He'll gingerly walk off the field.
It might be all for him tonight. Got to play one next week, too.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just cramps. Conditioning has been an issue with the heat. Acacia mandate over, 94 degrees.
Yep.
Limited practice time. The Trojans, before school started, and the first week of school, they went morning, 6 o'clock practices in the morning.
Yep.
So,
and, that's just the
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
just under 2 minutes. Josh, we're about through it.
I can taste it. So close.
So close.
I had to, call Jenny and tell her the reason I'm going to be home at midnight tonight.
Yeah. It's not because.
No. Well, it happened on the internet, so it's true.
That's right.
That's right. Minute 54 left to play. It's been a grind tonight. Most of all for the Colgan Panthers. It's, they really probably just want to flush this one and get on to next week. Oh, there's the little squib kick. Try and prevent the return. We'll see what happens here. Whoa.
Oh.
Turf monster. Got a tackle there.
Return there by 81. Joel Jubber.
There's a lot of fancy footwork there.
Quick feet. Quick feet.
Quick feet and down.
Yeah, it was 10 for the Trojans. Lath Murr.
5'7", 210-pound senior.
Towner come back out.
Yep. There we go. Thought
Murr
better
was
of
just
that.
throwing him off.
Towner's back out there now. 5'10", sophomore. A whopping 150 pounds. And not. Ooh, awkward way to go down there that time by the ball carrier. That was
Scott Moore.
Well, we might be back. There we go.
There we go.
Scott Moore on the carry for the Trojans, 6'2", 205-pound freshman. Kind of upright running style that.
They'll get him that lean.
Yep, they'll get him down behind his pads at some point in time. Getting some valuable experience tonight in front of the home crowd. Trojans lead at 33-7. We're right around 10 seconds here as the waning moments of this game tick away. There we go. Once again, fights forward for about a yard. Now he'll have some bruises to show for it.
That's right.
And that'll do it. Trojans come out with an impressive win to start the season, 33-7 over the Colgan Panthers. They'll move to 1-0 and get ready for a road trip next week down to the shores of the Neosho River.
Neosho River.
Down to Baxter Springs. And Dale, we won't be sitting in air-conditioned comfort next week.
Nope.
We'll be outdoors swatting skeeters.
Don't forget you're off.
In Baxter Springs. So hopefully a lot of the Trojan faithful can make it. And those who can't, tune in right here on Girard Sports Live for that. So, Dale, your thoughts on this game? Just, I think, big plays for the Trojans. Those skill position players really showed their skills tonight.
They did. The skill position players, the special teams came out big tonight, and the defense. Alex Kester had a heck of a night. If we're picking a player of the game, I think Alex Kester has to be in the running for it.
Yep, definitely. And that Trojan defense, stingy all night, stiff up front, and I was also impressed with the play of the defensive backs, coming up with a couple of interceptions, batted down some passes that were for sure completions had they not been in position. And just an impressive performance tonight on the defensive side of the ball, and certainly up front for that offense, with that offensive line creating gaps and holes for the running game that we were kind of questioning before the game.
You've been watching Trojan Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by Ag Choice of Epler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Call Service, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Diskins Auto and Towing, DS Construction, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Farmers Bank, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, The Jagged Edge, GM Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Leah Smith Agency Farmers Insurance, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Producers Cooperative Association, and Roto-Rooter. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.